Hello and welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to be looking at the last of my K-pop photo card collection. Today is Stray Kids. It is currently shared in a binder with 17. It will eventually get divided to its own. I would love to have each group in its own. Each divider page currently was made by me in a very much black and white, felt very clean, but I would love to add some colour back to it. Now these are all in album order from earliest release up to Karma and Do It, the newest ones. And I believe at the end there is the odd one that I didn't quite know where it fits, so they're just tucked at the end until I figure out where I want to put them. So to start with, we have Mixtape. So obviously back when they were absolute babies. Jeez, they've come a long way, haven't they? Moving into I Am Not, we have Changbin, Ian, and I like to try and fill this middle spot with like the unit card or the group, like unit group card. Otherwise, it feels a bit plain when you're flicking through. Does anyone have any suggestions of what's a good idea to fill it if I don't have one? Just because it feels a little awkward to not have one. Next, we have I Am Who. Did anyone, when opening theirs, struggle to figure out who their drawn character card was? I feel like, obviously, because it's drawn in a unique style, it's really cool. But I feel like I had to study the album to figure out who I pulled. Like, was that just me, or did other people have that issue? Next, we're moving into Mirror. I would love to also collect the other ones. So, Chungbin's obviously in this, like, Polaroid style framing, while you've got the other ones with just the little Skiz logo in the corner. I would love to be able to get both sets just to complete. I feel like that's a bit of a mission though. Now this era, which is Yellowwood. Me and my friend like to say this feels like this shows Chan's true Australian side. I don't know, the blonde hair, bit of curls, the outfits of this era feel, in Australian words, Eshay. Feel like he lived out his true Australian background. Next we have Lavanta, we have Tuchan and an Iron. Iron with his pink hair. I do like this colour on him. Kind of wish they'd go back, but we take what we can get. This one is... Geez, I'm struggling to remember. In Life. So you've got 3 Racha for the group card. I feel like, and this was like the first time I've ever pulled Kunjin. And it's one of those like double-sided back cards. With his long blonde hair. Next, this is No Easy era. Background kind of makes me feel like Hogwarts. Don't really like that colour on Lee now. Let me know what you guys thought of that one. Next is Christmas Evil. 2 Sungmin. Obviously with the holographic one and just the plain one. Maxident is our next era that comes up. I've got the 3 babies of the group, Felix, Sungmin, Iron. Loving this knitted top vibe that they had going on. Not so much a fan of Felix's shorter hair. Don't know if it's just the styling or what. Next is, I think the next 2 are actually 5-star albums. There's a few of them. So we have Chan. I know this one is a popular one. My friend who's a fan Loves this card. And then we've got the two Machines. Again, we move into another 5-star. We've got the two Machines. Love this artsy graffiti style background. Makes them really fun, I feel like. Anything arts and craft, I'm a sucker for. So creative backgrounds and bright, fun colours, you have me sold. This one, we have Felix and Ian. These were both the double-sided cards with the fingers. Next, we're moving into Rockstar. So this page is primarily the duos and Changbin, because the other pages I have for Rockstar are the Polaroid versions, and then I've got the I think it's the headliner version. So until I had more members, he's kind of just vibing with the groups at the moment. This one is all the Polaroids. It's a style I really like, and with these ones they've all got like a written message on the back, which I feel like is really cool, and they're like all different, like Born to be a Rock Star. I feel like that's a really fun touch per member. The last Rockstar one we have is Lena, just holding a random butterfly. Feels like a Leno thing to do though, so we'll leave that man there. Now we are moving into our 8 era. I've got the lights and the darks, the duos, and I've also got Felix in the blue fluffy hat, but this is the double-backed card. I do know roughly that it is a higher priced card. Very fortunate to have pulled that. It's like my second Stray Kids album ever to pull. We've got more Dominate. I think it was these two, the Ian and the Changbin, were possible pre-orders. Songmin's a different one. Most of these are random pulls that I've bought on Polka Spot. I like to do that, just luck of the draw, and try and fill in the collection. If I pull doubles, I tend to try and give them to a friend. This one, we've moved into Hop now. I started with the Lee Now, Hyunjin, Han, and Sungmin, and I've since bought and filled in the other 4 members. I also have the 2 sticker sheets for their Skazoo characters in here. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with them. So they fit perfectly photocard sized in the middle, and they fill the gap like I try to do with the members. We've got Aussie Racha was another early card that I pulled, and as an Australian, it's an exciting moment to manage to pull those two together. And the other ones, oh sorry, not all of them are the movie shooting. You've got Han and Iron. Changbin looking good as always in a suit. These are possibly, hang on. Yep, no, these are Hop as well. These were other ones that I'd pulled. I do love this black and white card of Lee Now. I feel like it really helps bring out the design on the shirt. But I must say, this one with like the calligraphy brush feels like he's about to commit like an illegal act, like murder or something. And now we start to move into the Karma era. You've got all the different album sets. This is, I would say, where I've started getting a lot more versions of their albums. So obviously this is the whole member page. You've got the next one. When anyone got Hyunjin or first saw these concept photos, did anyone else look at the black and white hair and think of Cruella de Vil out of 101 Dalmatians? I mean, he pulls it off with the buzz cut so well, but it's just the black and white hair always makes me think of that. This is another way to show you like what I mean with the group cards. I feel like it completes the page so much more. This page is all my other Karma cards that weren't in a set. Iron was a pull that was a pre-order benefit. You've got Skazoo's versions. You've got the three eldest Hyung's card, as I like to think. Lena being a little cutie patootie in the background. Changbin feels like he's got pulled in last minute. And Felix was my double-sided pull in the ceremony version. I did actually pull Chan, but I opened it with the friend and she's the a Chan bias. So I did offer to give it to her. If anyone's aware, it's the card with Chan's little waist is on display. Very well loved card. So it's a little sad to part with it, but I knew it would make her day way better. So it got a well loved home. Now we're moving into the Do It era. We've got obviously the full group member set, all by the ocean. These are all the other versions. I wish I had more of the like pink themed cards. I also have Sungmin's ID in here. I left it on the backing because obviously it's got the beautiful star pattern on it, and it fits just doesn't slide around so much in here. Going into the last few pages, we've got, I bought these in person and you could get 3 photo cards of random boy groups. I managed to pull them both at the same time. So I actually have Hyunjin and Seungmin from their 5 o'clock magic show. Be very convenient if I could continue to pull them in mystery things. We have, so this is actually a sticker, but I feel like it's too pretty and I'm not quite sure where to stick it otherwise. So he's living in here as an imposter photo card, shall I call it. Also on here is Sungmin. This is District 9. A very earlier one of him. He kind of came in a mystery bundle that I opened. I'm a sucker for anything mystery, so I find it's also a great way to find new groups and things. And lastly, we have 2 INs in here. We have, so this was out of the newest season's greetings, and we have from the Digicon. It's 2 kind of ones that I don't know where to, like, I don't have the rest of the set. And I'm not quite sure in timeline where he fits. So they're just living in this back page here. And that's all of Stray Kids photo cards. So let me know who you bias or like to collect. Any ideas on how I could reorganize, maybe divide, fill in these group middle spots. And if this is the kind of content that you enjoy and like, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in next week's video.